Okay, so a brief video to discuss some of the updates that's been given in the last few hours. So on the first front, we got to talk about the Walking Dead panel that was at New York Comic Con today. So as a reminder of what I discussed yesterday in my video, Kotaku was breaking the news that Telltale is still currently in the process of negotiating for the rights to finish off and hand off The Walking Dead, the final season, to another developer, and whoever that developer or company is, they are going to try and hire, at the very least on a contractual basis, some of the former team members to finish up the game that they had started. No idea who that company is, what people they're looking at, but that seems to be the direction they're going in. And we were hoping, a lot of people were hoping, I wasn't very optimistic about this, but a lot of people were thinking that at Skybound's Walking Dead panel today at New York Comic Con, they would talk about the Walking Dead Telltale series. The panel was 99.9% for the most part talking about Overkill's Walking Dead video game, and was largely not in regards to Telltale's final season, which is to be expected. I was not expecting them to talk about the final season at large because there's just not enough information to give. Someone did ask a question to Robert Kirkman, not necessarily directly involving the final season, but he does talk about Clementine and the final season a bit. So here's the video.
Is coming to an end. If you could put any character, dead or alive, into your comic book, who would you put?
Definitely not Clementine.
Why you gotta do that?
I'm kidding. It's a bad situation. Everybody's upset. Shouldn't have made that joke. I apologize. All I would say on the whole Telltale front, in case this question is going to come up, is just stay tuned. Everybody involved is trying to make sure that Clementine's story is told. It's a very unfortunate situation, but hopefully we will come out of it in some kind of a positive way. So I am not concerned at the moment with having to tell the story in comic book form, because I'm hoping that the games will eventually be completed.
Okay. Thank you.
May have said too much.
Alright, so basically nothing from that video that we didn't already know. Just stay tuned. He didn't give any info. He didn't say anything new. Just stay tuned. That's it. That's pretty much all that we can get from Robert Kirkman. He wants to see Clem's story finished. We all do. We all want to see Clem's story finished, but he can't give any update. Things are still happening. There's still a process going on. But with each passing day, it just hurts more and more to be left so much in the dark. And with every day, it just feels like the ability to get these episodes, even if they are so close to being finished as the article from yesterday talked about, it just may not seem like it's going to happen. But if it doesn't happen in comic book form, hopefully, at least to Robert Kirkman, maybe it can let me rephrase that. It may not happen in video game form, but at least maybe to Robert Kirkman, it could slightly have a chance of working as a comic book. Don't know how that would work as a result of all the choices, but there's that. So that's on the Walking Dead Comic-Con front. There is one more piece of information that we do have to acknowledge, and that is that the skeleton crew that was left on to finish off Minecraft, you'll recall these are 25 people that were not fired from Telltale, along with the 250 others. They would stay on for the Minecraft adaptation to Netflix. Well, they just got fired. So, and this was a tweet from Rachel, a now former narrative designer at Telltale Games, in which she tweeted, "Hey, remember how there was going to be a skeleton crew staying on for a while and I was a part of it? Nah, JK, we all just got laid off too." So, the 25 people that were left at Telltale to work on the skeleton crew are now gone. So that means Telltale just went from 25 to 0. Telltale is all but confirmed dead. Except for maybe some members on the executive team. Well, actually, she wasn't sure. I think this is the same person. It might be a different person, but she wasn't sure if every single person on the skeleton crew was working on Minecraft's adaptation. It seemed like some of the skeleton crew was maybe doing something else, but what that was, we don't know. Certainly it wasn't making one of the other planned games that they had. But if this is the case, based on the information we have, we are to assume that all 25 remaining Telltale employees are gone. They are now fired. After 2 weeks, they are now no longer with the company, and they joined the other 250 employees that were let go 2 weeks ago. No severance, once again, just fired. Their jobs are done. Telltale is literally Telltale just is all but confirmed dead. There is no one left. So it looks like whatever happens with these talks in regards to the final season, that will be it. Once these talks either succeed or fail, Telltale is done. And that's, unfortunately, the depressing news I got to give you guys today. I hope that I can at least bring you one more video that will be of good news, and that could be that the final season is made. That this, well, not made, but that it has been handed off to another developer. Hopefully some of the team comes back and they will finish up the final season, at which point then that would just be it for Telltale. I also encourage you guys to go off and read a new article by The Verge, which was just released earlier today. This article talks a bit more about some of the internal complications if you guys want a deeper understanding of what's going on. The article was called, and this is from The Verge, The Tragic End of Telltale Games. It was written by Megan Farrick-Manesh. And basically what she talks about, she talked to a lot of former employees on the basis of she spoke to a lot of employees who decided to remain anonymous, and they all talked about some of how the process went down inside Telltale, of how they learned how they were fired. They talked about their own problems with the company, their own views on Pete Hawley, some of which were positive on Hawley, saying that he tried to save the company from the brink. He brought on a new hands-on approach that gave people more creative freedom. But unfortunately, it was just too late, and there was no more money left once those two companies, AMC and Smilehead, or Smilegate, or whoever it was, backed out. There was just nothing left for the company to do other than lay everyone off. It was just too little too late for Pete to come in and try and save them, and that really shows just how bad Brunner fucked up. And I think one of the employees also talked about how badly Brunner screwed over the company in this article. But yeah, I'll leave a link to that article in the video description. I highly recommend you check it out, because if you are obsessed with trying to figure out just what in the hell happened to Telltale like I am, I highly encourage the read, because it's actually a very interesting read. So, nothing on the New York Comic Con front. Skeleton Crew's fired, and Telltale's pretty much dead. That's the news for you.